cruising in Halong Bay is basically the official ritual of Vietnam. Everyone does it, from simple day boats to massive floating hotels. So, we had to do it, but I wanted to make it a little special for the not so little son. Now, when you have enough travel experience in your kitty, you know how to dig out the unique stuff. It's like picking a needle from a haystack. If the haystack was made of 1,000 identical toothbrushes and the needle was a reasonably priced private boat, somehow I found it. A private cruise for one night that didn't require me to sell a kidney. We boarded and she was perfect, just the right size for two. A classic wooden beauty. We decided to call her the Empress. The first thing my hero wanted to do was hang around the front. You know, the Hulk? No, the hood, the nose. What is that thing called? The bow. Suddenly, we felt like we owned a private yacht. We were channeling our inner lifestyles of the rich and famous. Or so we thought. We tried to do the cinematic reveal. We tried the super pose. But let's be honest, we are not built for the rich and famous life. We looked less like celebrities and more like two guys wondering where the snacks were. We shrugged, said nope, and went back to being us. So, the Karsts. The story continues. If you remember our Ninh Binh video, these are the same limestone formations, just bigger and floating on water. The water is that same, mesmerizing, emerald green. The seas were calm, no waves, which was perfect for my anti-vibration friend. Remember our seaplane video? Yeah, he prefers smooth. First mandatory tourist stop, the kissing chicken. Wait, what? Yes, that is what this rock is called. Do you see two chickens? Kissing? You better. It's actually a landmark on the 200,000 dong note. Our guide was eager to show us around, but by this time, he had figured us out. We aren't the touristy tourists. We needed something else. Then, lunch. Now, in case you missed our last short video, Vietnamese cuisine is built on a philosophy called the 5 elements, or Ngu Hang. It's all about balancing spicy, sour, bitter, salty, and sweet. And this meal was a masterclass in how they use 3 structural elements to achieve that balance. You have the rice, the foundation, the mon man, the salty dish, and the mon kang, the soup. It was a masterclass in table Tetris. We constructed our perfect bites and demolished them. Post lunch, the next mandatory activity, kayaking. We hopped into a small transfer boat, the tender, which gets tugged behind the Empress like a loyal little puppy on a walk. We reach the floating pit stop, gear up, and hit the water. Now, if you remember our Alaska trip, you know my son is a superstar kayaker. He takes to water like a duck. Me, I am the novice. I splash. I have zero rhythm. So when you put a superstar and a human anchor in the same kayak, you get a boat that goes everywhere. But it was peaceful, just us and the water, in a spot where no big boats are allowed. Back at the floating pit stop, we asked our captain about fishing. True to Vietnamese hospitality, they rigged up some lines instantly. Now, we love fishing. It's the ultimate patience teacher. It forces you to slow down. We tried drop line fishing. We waited. Did we catch anything? No. Did we get an epic sunset photo with the kayaks? Yes, refreshing. We took our tender back to our main cruise. Our captain decided to park away from the party boats right next to a massive karst, driving past the loud, lit up ships and arriving at our quiet, glowing beauty, the Empress. My. She was stunning, sitting there calmly on the boat, lights reflecting on the waves. She looked absolutely regal. We got on board expecting a simple snack. Instead, a full fruit platter. We had some time before dinner, so we tried squid fishing. They hang a bright light to lure them in, and guess the word, we waited. Patience is the new travel mantra. We tried from the back, we tried from the bow. See, not bad, my memory. Nothing. Then, dinner. We requested a full seafood meal. We are in the sea, we need to see food, right? Sorry, that fun flight just crash landed. Dinner on our private deck. No dress code, just us. First course? His first ever fresh oysters. Seasoned perfectly. Yum. Main course. Rice, prawns, and a belter of a seafood dish. Double yummy. We tried fishing one more time. Nope. Time to crash. Next morning, one more mandatory drive into the karsts in our tender. By this time, we were seeing karsts in our dreams. Nin Bin, Pong Ha, Halong. But honestly, the wind in your hair, early morning air, bliss. We headed back to the Empress. By the way, did we talk about her layout? Upper deck for hanging out, the bar for lounging, and downstairs, the bedroom, large windows opening almost at sea level, and those classic circular boat windows, portholes. We headed back to shore. We tried one last time to do a cool standing at the edge of the boat pose. After a few attempts, we said, chuck it. We were in Halong Bay. We had our own private boat. We fished. We ate. Memory locked.